everyone! Today I'll be sharing my process for making this animated intro for my friend Frank's new plant-powered athlete series, showing everyone that no animals need to be exploited and killed to live a full and epic life. I hope you enjoy it! I first started with animatics. This draft was designed to resemble footage from a 360 camera. The second version, the one we went with, was intended to have more of a fisheye lens look. I then started blocking it out in Maya using a body mechanics rig, trying to match the key poses from my animatic and get the same feeling. After a lot of iterations for the character and the camera, I finalized the animation on 2s. To get some nice foreshortening effect, I shortened the camera lens and also pulled apart the rig dramatically to get some body parts close to the camera and some far away from it. Here are some examples of how these poses look outside of the camera view. For this project, as long as it looks good from the camera view, it's all good. Additionally, because the camera is moving smoothly on 1s, but the character is on 2s, it looks quite choppy in perspective. If your camera is animating on 1s and your character is on 2s, you may get some choppiness or jumpiness as you see here. To resolve this, I use my trusty locators. I create one locator for the camera and one for the character, and middle-click drag the character locator into the camera locator. I then parent constrain the camera locator to the camera and the character locator to the character's root or main control. I then bake out the character locator, delete the constraints, and constrain the root or main control onto the locator. Now the locator is driving the root motion of the character, and it is recording the motion relative to the camera, so all edits will be from camera view. I then go through the timeline and delete every 2 frames or whatever isn't a keyframe that I want to keep. When I change these into step tangents, you can see that the character is now properly on 2s. For this project, all of this wasn't really necessary, as there was no background anyway. But if you have a scene where you have a background and your camera is animating smoothly, this will help get your character on 2s and maintain smooth camera and background motion. To create the fisheye lens effect, I used Arnold Render in Maya. This can be achieved by going to the attributes for the camera, under the Arnold section, and playing with the radial distortion. This can only be seen in render view, not in the viewport. So as I was animating, I constantly checked the renders to make sure the poses and angles were looking the way I wanted them to. This radial distortion gives the image a rounder, softer look than just the shorter focal length. Next, I moved into 2D animation. I took the renders of the 3D animation and brought them into Blender, using the 2D animation tools to draw the detail in frame by frame. Instead of making clean line art that I wasn't intending to use in the final product, I opted to use the color, setting it to fill, and using the pencil tool instead to draw the color in like this. I then added shadows and highlights to create the illusion of form without outlines. To create the faded parts of certain layers, I used After Effects masks and adjustment layers. The white mask being the blurred area, I adjusted it frame by frame. Using the black and white comp as the mask layer for the adjustment, I used a compound blur, set the layer to blur comp, and changed the source to effects and masks, so it only takes that layer into account to calculate the blur. I added a camera lens blur with the same settings, and this camera lens blur is added just to smooth out some of the interesting artifacts from the compound blur. I added another adjustment layer with noise, set to the same mask to give it an airbrushy feeling. The overall blur was made using the same method as the individual layers as you see here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series on Frank's YouTube channel, and I hope that it inspires you to go vegan for the animals. Bye!